Hey everyone, it's Jill, and today I'm stoked to show you something that's going to make your Altered TCG life a whole lot easier. That is Altered Scout. Now, I spent a way too long time scrolling through the card list and trying to find out the one unique card that's gonna match and be awesome for my deck, and I get it. That's a bit of a not of a great experience at the moment on the official website. And that's the exact problem that I'm trying to solve with Altered Scout. Now, with this website, it's a super easy to use and friendly website for both the mobile and web. And on this website, you can do all sorts of stuff. And I'm making this video to show you all the things that you can do, which I think are awesome. Now, obviously you can filter by faction, but that's pretty easy. And as it loads, it will show you all the unique cards for this specific faction, show you how many we have in the community database. Shout out to the guys that are building it. And here you can see, and you can sort them by all sorts of slice and dice. So let's say that we want the strongest Abbey that works in water, has the highest water. And then he's going to go and sort them out really quickly. You can customize the UI to some extent. Like if you're someone with a crazy vision, you can see a lot of cards at once, or you can see very few. If, like me, you don't have very good eyesight. Now, obviously, you can do so the same on mobile too, but I just put it up to 3 because there will be way too many cards to see. For a simple mobile phone. So yeah, you can customize the UI, you can sort your result, and but the important part, and I guess the thing that makes it awesome, is that you can chain your queries. So let me show you what it means. Let's say that I'm searching for a Tanuki, and let's say that obviously I'm on the wrong faction now, so as I type, now the autoresponder is going to search. It's probably not going to find anything, so it's going to think about it, and once it does figure it out, it will tell you there's no matches for it. So we're searching for a Tanuki, yeah, there we go, and it says no cards match your criteria. Now look what I've done. Like every criteria of your search is standalone, and you can remove it, you can add it, you can do all sorts of things. So let's say, hey, I don't want an action, I just want all the Tanuki, which is not a bad thing to do. And as you can see, I have both Bravos. I would expect to see both Bravos and Lyra. Each card can be seen on its own, and you can see in there that the specific effect of this card, and you can share it with your friends because each card has a unique page. Now, the cool thing that you can do is search for specific effect. So let's say I want a Tanuki for my Lyra deck that has a hand effect. So this means that it can only be applied for when you get casted from your hand, from your hand cards. And let's also see that I want to actually purchase it. So I don't want to see all the Tanuki that exists that has this spec. I want to see that one that are actually available on the marketplace. And I want to see the one that are below 30 euro. 30 euro should be plenty. And as you can see, there's still a lot of Tanuki. There's 47 of them. But let's make it even more specific. Why not? Actually, I want one which has a arrow condition, as well as a condition that triggers from reserve, and obviously I wanted Lyra one. So hey, there's one that does what it meant to do. But this is again pretty simple. Let's search for something a bit more interesting. So what I've done is predictive query. So when you search, as you start typing, so when you if or when, if there's a sacrifice, or let's say when you roll a dice, when you roll one or more dice. So there's a condition which I can click. There's no Tanuki with that specific condition, but there's 2 that does match when you roll 1 or more dice. And as you can see, it's €25, which sounds good to me. So it's sabotaging from reserve, and then I can go and click buy, and I will open the official Altered TCG website where you can conclude your purchase. Another cool things I've done is that as you search for condition, you can search, it gives you categories of condition. So you can search for symbols and search for actions. So like, oh, I'm interested in drawing cards, so I want all the tanuki that let me draw. And then you can also search for all sorts of keywords. So after you, anchor to sleep, yada, 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 you get it. Like you can really slice and dice and chain your queries just like you want. So make it very specific for your deck. Now, once you do all of this, you can do the same for supportability. So let's say I want tanuki that let me draw a card and has a supportability. As you can see, there's not many. So let's actually remove Lyra. Maybe there's some Bravo. No tanuki that let me draw a card. That's interesting. But you get it. Like you can find precisely what you want on both mobile and desktop. So that's the same tanuki. Getting. Let's do an arrow sign effect. The curly braces is a shortcut that lets you pick the effect you want. And then I want the one on marketplace. You know what? Maybe like 30 is too restrictive. I get it. Like if you draw, actually probably it's gonna be very pricey. So let's do tanuki that has a draw effect. Oh, there's no one in sale. That's weird. It's probably still searching through the database here. And then I've done like couple of few things which are interesting. So for example, you can search if you need any power equal to 0. Shout out to the Lyra player like me. You can search by subtype if you need artist, for example, like an artist deck with 0. Okay, I got you. So let's search artist that have any of the power equal to 0, and obviously it's not going to be a tanuki. So let's just say, yeah. And as you can see, it's building a query. So here are Lyra cards, which are artist. And the maximum price is 250. And there you go, it has 3,280 cards. So there's a lot of cards to go through. But luckily you can now slice and dice them. Next step will probably be like give you alerts and kind of set up your condition and do so. But I did do history. So all these search are conveniently stored here. So if you go back to the browser, you still find the searches you've made and you can just go back to it. So let's search something that let me draw from reserve. It will just go back and input back all the symbols and all the effect and condition that you've made. And I think that is great. Now, I want to show you one last thing, which I think is awesome. Like a couple of things that I think, like this is my old research. I'm building a deck where I need a Swift gem that drops mana, but that's another conversation. So now, as you open the model, there's a couple of interesting and cool things here. So you can press, I'm gonna show you some advanced stuff. You can press right or left to move to the next card. And as you can see, it's blazing fast. Like I can't keep going. It just loads new cards and new cards and new cards and new cards. And I take pride in this because it wasn't easy, let me tell you. And I'm just myself. And the second thing is, what happened is when you do open the model on mobile, you can do the same by swiping. So as I swipe, it just shows me the next card and the next card and the next card and so on and so forth. There's a couple of other cool things you can do. You can hit share at any point and it will copy a URL of your research. So now you see I'm searching for a Swift Gene in Bravos, which has a main effect which lets you draw 2 cards. So there's just these 2 options. And I want to share with my friends. So just pressing the button will create a tiny URL which save the query and send it to your friends. So they'll see precisely what you were looking for. Yeah, I guess that's it. This project, Altered Scout, it's made by me, Jill, and I hope you like it. It's still in beta, so obviously there's going to be quirks to iron out. There's going to be things that are not going to work immediately smoothly. I mean, I'm just one. I'm not a fully fledged development team. And yeah, I haven't really thought about like covering expenses, and if a lot of people use it, it's probably going to cost me a lot of money. So please bear with me. Just recently, the Altered TCG team is opening up their API, so I may be able to actually, instead of scraping the cards, which means getting these cards from the community database and then build onto my own database, I will be able to just use the entire catalog of card with this fantastic client and UI that I think is really cool. Yeah, that's it. Oh yeah, I forgot. There's like shortcuts for doing stuff. So if you press F, it will go full screen, and you can basically pretty much search everything you would need in full screen if you ever want it. I don't know why I do these things. Like probably gonna be one person using it, but doesn't matter. So I hope this makes your life easier. If you like it, please leave a subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna keep updating on the development of it. Thank you very much, and visit alteredscout.com. Bye bye.